Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at in the world. Our nation of the day is France. France is the largest EU nation in the world. It is illegal there to name a pig Napoleon. In 1386, a pig was hung there for the murder of a child. Very socially conscious there. The guillotine was named after a physician named Dr. Guillotine. He was really ahead of his time. And France produces they produce over 400 kinds of cheese. And on that note, last week I heard of a real tragedy that happened in France where a cheese factory blew up and all that was left was debris. There's always two questions about what righteousness looks like. For many it means keeping, laws, moral codes, all the commands in the Bible. But it's basically reflecting the way that Jesus walked around in the world. Though tempted, he did not sin. He lived a holy life, he lived a blameless life. He always did what he saw his Father doing, which begs the question, did he ever see his Father taking shortcuts? Did he see his Father doing anything less than being holy? No, he didn't do that. And we're called to that same thing. And that's called sanctification, and it's a progressive thing in our life. If Jesus lives in us, then we're to behave like Jesus did. J.C. Ryle, an English clergyman long ago, said there's three things in life that we can't entertain. We can't entertain a little bit of poison, we can't take in a little bit of false doctrine, and we can't take in a little bit of sin. We're to live holy. But righteousness also goes beyond, just keeping moral commands. It involves, God's holiness. Job was declared by God to be the most righteous man in the world. And when he was accused by his friends of not being holy, of sinning, and this bringing his problems on, how did Job defend himself in Job 29 and 31? Scriptures I advise you to take a look at one time. He defended himself by the way that he took care of the poor, the alien, the widow, and the orphan. So righteousness has a social justice side to it. And so Christianity is more than just keeping moral codes. To the conservative Christian, the liberal church looks like it's all about just doing social justice and being slack on law. And to the liberal church, the conservatives look like they're just all about keeping rules and ignoring the marginalized. It's actually both. Christianity is both. So I advise you to read those scriptures and then to choose to do both of those things. Keep the moral code, live a holy life, and also reach out to the poor. Stop for the one.